The third hidden driver is something we call the goals and needs. And for this, please allow me to borrow the Maslow's hierarchy. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of Maslow, but right now, I encourage you to apply each level of Maslow into your persuasion and negotiation with your boss and stakeholders. For example, at the most basic level, I call it the survival level. If you have someone very resistant to your request, very uncooperative, it is possible that a person is struggling with survival needs. Perhaps there's some health issue, maybe there is a family problem at home, maybe there's not enough money in the bank. I'm not asking you to lend him or her money, but at least if you have empathy, if you sit down with your colleague or boss and talk through the issue on the survival level, then there's more likelihood of the person being collaborative with you. On the second level, we call it the safety and security level. If a person is a bit jittery about the job prospect or the pipeline of projects, then you can sense that the person may behave negatively towards you. It's very hard to collaborate with you when they are fearful of their own future. In this case, you would do well to reassure the person that don't worry, you're a valuable contributor to the team. No, I will support you whatever happens to the company. Then the person is much more likely to be collaborative with you. The third level, we call it the social need. A lot of people spend more time in the office than at home. So if you are just merely a boss or a colleague to the person, then the person may not do his best. But if you are like a friend, you fulfill the social needs of going for lunch, praising the person, affirming the person, asking, how's your weekend, how's your morning? Oh, I heard that your mother had surgery, how is she now? That will be at the level of social needs. Now you can see how that will build a much closer relationship with your stakeholders if you're concerned about them beyond just projects and work. At the fourth level, we call this success goals. This is a much higher level. This person you're talking to may be ambitious, looking for wealth, looking for promotion, looking to make an impact, looking for awards. Then whatever you say to him or her needs to be pegged at that level. It's no longer just, oh, you can survive, or don't worry, our job is safe. This person is looking for much more than just friendship and safety. This person is really looking for promotion, job growth, and therefore it will do well for you to sit down and say, hey, what's your career path? For someone reporting to you, you would do well to sit down with a roadmap so that the person is very clear what is the next milestone in terms of career. But for your boss, you can actually tell your boss, this is how I'm going to support your team so that you can look good in front of your bosses. That's at the level of success. And finally, the highest possible level, something Maslow calls actualization, but today I'm going to call it spiritual growth. That is something that you need to pause, meditate, perhaps go for sabbatical and find out what is your stakeholders' true meaning of life. And if you don't align yourself, your language, your goals at this level, the person will always feel that this team doesn't belong to me, I don't belong to the team, and the person may just resign. So using all 5 levels, you are better able to understand and empathize and speak to the right level of goals and needs and increase your power of negotiation.